Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new edition of the Daily Debate. In tonight's show, we're going to be focusing on the Suez Canal, an integral artery for global trade, an integral landmark, actually, for Egypt over centuries. And joining us here tonight in the studio to shed more light on the Suez Canal, we're joined by Mr. Esben Poulsen, the chairman of the International Chamber of Shipping, and we're also joined by Mr. Guy Platten, the Secretary General of the International Chamber of Shipping. Gentlemen, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight in the studio.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we start our discussion with my distinguished guests, let's check out this report regarding the Suez Canal being an integral part, an integral artery for global trade, and we'll be right back. The Suez Canal has a significant importance for global freight and supply lines. Approximately 12% of global trade and 30% of global container traffic traverse the Suez, transporting over $1 trillion worth of goods per annum. On average, 50 ships travel through the canal daily, carrying between $3 to $9 billion worth of cargo. Over 1.5 billion tons of cargo was shipped through the canal in 2020, 4 times the tonnage transiting the Panama Canal during the same period. The Suez Canal is one of the most important and busiest trade arteries in the world, Middle East and Africa, and Egypt in particular. The 193-kilometer Suez Canal was inaugurated in November 1869 and remains the fastest and most direct maritime trade link between Asia and Europe. In 2021, approximately 20,000 ships utilized the route. The Suez Canal is also a significant route for energy, commodities, consumer goods, and componentry from Asia and the Middle East to Europe. The canal's location also makes it a key regional hub for shipping oil and other hydrocarbons. It enables the transfer of an estimated 7 to 10% of the world's oil and 8% of liquefied natural gas. Approximately 1 million barrels of oil traverse the Suez daily. In 2019, 53.5 million tons of ores and metals and 35.4 million tons of coal traveled the length of the canal. As supply chains and global trade have increased in quantity and complexity, maritime vessels have grown to meet demand. Container ships are the most common vessel used on the Suez Canal, representing 28% of all maritime traffic. In the past 25 years, the capacity of container ships has quadrupled, reaching 220,000 tons. Their size has grown so rapidly that infrastructure has struggled to keep pace. In 2014, the SCA engaged in an ambitious program of canal widening to increase the daily capacity of vessels from 49 to 97 by 2023 at a cost of approximately $8.2 billion. The Egyptian government in 2015 opened a 35-kilometer channel parallel to the main waterway. This expansion enabled two-way traffic for most of the route and allowed larger vessels to transit. The Suez Canal is a vital and critical maritime passage for global supply chains and among the world's most significant trade checkpoints, alongside the Strait of Hormuz, the Malacca Strait, and the Panama Canal.